Just because you watch Antiques Roadshow and has a cup of tea and go to bed at 10:30, don't mean everybody else does.
That's what it is. You're really hurtful. You really hurt me sometimes.
I'm just telling you the truth.
I don't watch Antiques Roadshow, so I have a cup of tea and go to bed at 10:30, but I don't watch Antiques Roadshow.
Hi and welcome back to Findersbeepers History Seekers on the Lockdown podcast. It's just me and the beautiful Andrew. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's so weird?
I don't know. Just gone weird.
Because I've been nice to you for a change.
Absolutely loving it, loving life, loving the vida loca. You know what I mean? Oh, headsets fell out.
What are you doing now?
One of my earphones have fell out.
Oh, it sounded like something terrible had happened, like your ceiling had collapsed or something.
Oh, no.
Not just an headphone.
I think it is gonna fall in sooner or later. A bit like yours.
Mine has.
Yeah, I know.
Mine did last week. So I got a burst pipe and all of a sudden the ceiling fell through. It absolutely scared me to death. But anyway, moving on. Before we get into the questions, I just want to say a massive thank you to all our new members, part of the Beeper Army. It sounds a bit like Pepper Army now, I'm saying it quick. It doesn't look so bad written down, but Beeper Army sounds definitely
say
like
it
some
quickly.
shitty.
It sounds like Pepper Army.
But yeah, there's a few people, and I did say that each week I would mention one of the people in the top tier. And if you are in that top tier, I will get round to you. This time it is out and about exploration. Thank you ever so much for your support. Really, really appreciated. And yeah, just make sure you go into the community tab to find your discount for the website. Right, first question. Oh, linking back quite closely to last week, to be fair.
Okay.
One of the questions that we had last week. So, do you watch porn? And if you do, what? Do you watch porn? And if you do, would you consider it cheating in a relationship?
No, don't watch it. Don't interest me. It always makes me laugh.
Porn makes you laugh?
It just makes
What?
Watching.
Have you got like a massive length or something and everybody in the porn things you're just like laughing at because you feel sorry for them or what?
No, I just laugh at my son, thinking, yeah, you're never going to get there, son. No, it's never going to happen. No, I think watching porn movies and things like when I was younger used to make me laugh. I think that's what it is.
Oh, I just don't get it. I watch fucking stacks of porn.
Well, that's because you've got nothing else to do.
It's not all I do all day, you know.
It is, don't you? The things that you're
Right.
Googling, what we've just been talking about, I don't know even half of what you're on about.
Yeah, no. Right, so just off camera now, we've just been talking about different sorts of, like,
Freaks.
niche porns. No, it's not freaks at all.
Furries, freaks.
Right, you can't... It's a set group of people that like things. You can't call them freaks. Just
Can't.
because that's what they're into.
Well,
Yeah, but that's like me calling bald people freaks.
we are. Look, have you seen me?
Oh, no. So, yeah, I get it. Not everybody's into furries, and you might not be, and I'm not really, but it's like, I don't know, why is it don't make them bad.
I never said they were bad people, I just said they were weird.
No, but, alright, so I mentioned twinks and bears, and don't you know what that is?
No, I know what a bear is. It's a big brown thing that lives in woods and shits a lot.
Well, that's almost the same as the sexual group, the bears. So bears are gay men with big beards.
Us?
And like hairy chests
Us?
and muscles. Not us.
Not us. Yeah,
Not
that's it.
us. And then twinks are like little thin, like almost boyish gay people. And then what else were we talking about? There was I can't mention the other. No, shh. The other ones who were on about.
I don't get the connection. Twinks and little boys, bears, big men, hairy. Yeah, I can get the connection between the name and the person. But twinks,
I didn't make them up.
I
didn't make up the name of the groups. And it's like, what else were we talking about? Like the Japanese ones as well, or the Japanese fetish things. I can't think what they're called now. I want to say hentai, but that's wrong. It's the other one. But anyway, yeah, there's lots of them. It's just Andy hadn't heard of any of them at all.
Hardly any.
Because you're not
Sheltered life.
into today's culture, are you? You like
It's not
hide yourself
culture.
away. Of course it is.
Chuffing culture.
Right, if you go on YouTubers' videos such as Will and E, and this is where I've learned all these things from other YouTubers talking about them in videos. Will and E made a video on furries, a big full video on it. So yeah, it is modern day culture. It is something that people talk about. Just because you watch Antiques Roadshow and has a cup of tea and go to bed at 10:30, don't mean everybody else does. Have he died?
Yeah, that shocked you then, didn't it? Yeah. No, not yet.
Not far off.
Not far off.
I thought my little rant had either made you cry or...
Drowning in a river. I'm crying a river inside. That's what it is. You're really hurtful, you. You really hurt me sometimes.
I'm not hurtful. I'm just telling you the truth.
I don't watch Antiques Roadshow, so have a cup of tea and go to bed at 10:30, but I don't watch Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, you'll watch flipping... what's it called?
Bargain on. That's better.
Bargain on. Oh, no.
Homes Under the Hammer.
Oh, yeah. So it's all your middle-aged and old people's programmes.
Great British Bake Off.
It's either... There's two... Yeah. Great... Oh, no.
Gay
not for
British
me.
Bake Off. What was that?
That's something altogether different.
I don't watch... I like watching Great British Bake Off now, but I couldn't watch it with Mary Berry. Her hand freaked me out.
Her hand?
Yeah, her left hand.
I've never watched it in my life.
Her left hand freaks me out. And I had to Google it why she got a hand like that, and I understand why, but it still freaks me out.
Is it like Beadle?
No,
Jeremy Beadle.
It's like she trapped it in the door. I think that's what it is, but it's not. It's
like she's trapped it in a door, but it's not.
No, yeah, it's like she trapped it in the door, but she hadn't trapped it in the door. I think she suffered from polio or something when she was younger, and that's why she got something wrong with her spine and her hand. So there you go.
Right.
But it looks like she's trapped it in the door because, like, that's how it's shaped. But
a lot of people say that I look like him out of Bake Off. Is it Paul Hollywood?
Paul Hollywood.
But it's only the beard. It's only the white beard. That's it. I don't look anything like him other than that.
No. We'd have more viewers if we did.
Well, yeah, very true. Or the middle-aged women.
Yeah.
I've got no problem in watching porn. Watching it by myself, watching it with others, watching it with mates. I've done that in past. At parties, we've stuck porn on while we've been drinking. Do you know what I mean? Like, just normal boy things to do, I think.
I said I did it when I was younger, but I just didn't find it... I thought it was funny. That's all it were.
Oh, no.
All the, like, moaning and the face pulling and... Yeah.
Yeah, because you probably, when you say you watched it when you were younger, you were watching it in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
When they all had
bushes,
like, huge big things, and they were like, bow chicka wow wow music on and all that lot. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same anymore.
Say it again.
What? Bow chicka wow wow. I've got head action as well as I'm doing it. But yeah, it's not the same anymore. I'm tickled now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, dear.
I think it used to be very fake. Oh, your boiler's broken. I've come round to sort it out, and then I'm gonna shag you. That was your porn. It was like almost story. Yeah, these days it's just so there's so many different sorts of porn. It's not just normal. Like there can be things like fake taxi, for example, is one of the popular ones.
Yeah.
presuming you've heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. And things like just a normal couple that's made it and put it on Pornhub. You know what I mean? It's don't have to be staged or anything. It literally can be like, I don't know, Sue and, not our Sue, but Sue and John from Dagenham that's had a curry and a couple of beers and gone, shall we make a porno? And just done it. Do you know what I mean? Just had a shag. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big staged with a set and a big hunky man.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, there is things like that. There is like men with flipping snakes for penises and things like that, and
Like a baby's arm.
like, yeah, exactly. There is all that, but there's also just normal people doing things, and everybody. We say this all the time, but everybody's different, and everybody's gonna find something like special or good. And I've looked at porn while I've been in a relationship, but I only have with the other person knowing that I am, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think...
Goes back to the very first question from last week.
No, that's this week, the one I've just asked. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. It does link to the question from last week, but this week says, would you consider it as cheating in a relationship? And I think it's only cheating if you're going behind someone's back. If you're going behind someone's back, anything's cheating. It don't matter if it's...
Just physically doing it.
No, but it doesn't even need to be sexual in certain ways. I think you're cheating on your partner if you're like using money, family money that you shouldn't be doing. It's still cheating. It's just not sexually cheating, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It's that trust. It's that trust barrier thing. And I think if you're doing anything and lying to them, it is a form of cheating, in my opinion. It's just not the cheating you think of as, oh yeah, you're getting your end away or whatever.
Yeah, totally agree. But like I said, I don't watch it. I don't want to watch it. It don't really interest me. Even though people think, oh, he's like dirty pair because I come out with loads of stuff, but not bothered. Don't really care. Gone past it. Too old. Can't be asked.
Yeah.
I'll probably die anyway.
I know what it is. It's because you've run out of blue pills, haven't you? And you can't anymore. It's like literally you have to whack it on something to make it work.
Even whacking it and rolling it out will make it work.
Pump it up with a bike pump.
Jesus Christ. Women. Not saying anything. I've just got that vision in my head.
Yeah, 9 times is my record, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, don't make noises like that. I don't want to. I can already visualise that you're holding your cheeks whilst doing that.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew what you were doing, you dirty man. Right, next question. Let's move swiftly on. This is a bit of a more serious one. Not serious, but to do with us more than anything else.
Okay.
So, you've travelled to some amazing places so far, and it seems like you may go to even more. But how do you balance your work life, family life, and YouTube with all of that?
Difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult and it isn't, to be fair, because we both work, although we used to work together, which made it a lot easier, but now we don't. So, but we both work Monday to Friday, which is quite good. Then we've got weekends, so we don't have to really book loads of holidays from work if we just go away for a weekend. But
although we don't go away very often on weekends, It's our explores are Monday nights. But I think, if you're talking about travel, it is at a weekend, but it's not very regular, really, compared with some people.
God, no. I wish it was, but like every month or whatever, go for a week and then come back for God knows how long, but we're not there yet.
That's it. I think if we were in a position where we were doing this full time, then we probably would do that. We'd maybe have a week or maybe 2 weeks away, travelling from place to place, doing different things, and then come back for a couple of months and use those videos from that. that would be so much easier and so much better. But like you said, you've got to be doing this professionally full time as a YouTuber, and we, like you say, we're not there yet. But yeah, I want to go. I want to see as many things around the world as I can, and I want to go to some amazing places with you. But do you ever feel a little bit guilty?
Yeah.
I do.
I don't while I'm doing it, but when I come back, I do.
It's not so much about us going there that I feel guilty about. It's then not going other amazing places with the family.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I get away and I go. Obviously, I go up to Scotland, and I've been to I've been to India and stuff with the family. But I'd love to go to more places, but it's time and work and things like that as well. And I suppose that limits it slightly because we're going and doing what we do. So I definitely do feel guilty sometimes.
Yeah, it's just time, money.
Yeah, we're lucky in the fact that the channel now pretty much pays for everything. It looks after itself, and that's the amazing support of you guys, and that's why we can now go to bigger and better and more amazing places. But we, over the years since we started, we've put thousands into this channel. We really have, haven't we?
Yeah, it's like the petrol and just on a Monday night can cost 40 quid, depending on where we go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it, and that's just 1 week.
Yeah. So it all adds up.
It does. And like I said, it's our choice to do this, so I would never expect anybody to help us out with things at all. But when people do, it's so appreciated.
God,
because it just means that we can do so much more for you guys to show you places. I've got some amazing plans in my head, and we've had conversations about places such as Vietnam and stuff like that in the past.
Yeah.
And we'd love to do it, we really would. But one, it's money, and two, it's time. So we'll get there eventually. We'll do all these things eventually for you. But yeah, I think we're quite lucky in the fact that we've got people around us that are understanding the majority of the time.
Yeah.
It is awkward. We have to try and fit things around stuff, so it's give and take. But yeah, I think we're lucky in that fact.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, you've got to bit of give and take, and like I said, hopefully it'll pay off for the future. So we can just do it,
Definitely.
like I said, full time, rake in the money a bit more, and like I said, bigger and better things, and be able to just not worry about it.
Raking the money. You just sound like we're some sort of leech. Yeah, we're just in it to get all your money. Just give us all your money so we can rake it in.
Rake it in. Yeah, but
literally,
we don't have to spend it on
we
ourselves,
see
do we?
nothing.
Really, it's not like, oh, we're buying everything, like going out and buying new trainers every week, just because from the money that we get given from YouTube or through
That's
Patreon.
it.
It's all
Not
like,
one
plowed
penny
straight
have we
back
ever
in
spent
for-
on ourselves. And like when we have like merch ourselves and things like that, it doesn't come out of the budget that we have to buy merch for the channel. It comes out of our own money. So it doesn't give us anything back at all. I think people expect that we take a big chunk of it, which we just don't. We never have. And it would take a lot more before we started to do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is an interesting one. So, I want to know what you're going to say about this one. I know what you're going to say, but I want to know what the real answer is. So your partner comes to tell you she's about to go for cosmetic surgery. How do you feel about it?
Depends what it is.
No, but
If it's for vanity,
we're talking
no.
vanity, everything like boob job, like facelift, nose job, all those sorts of things.
I don't think it's necessary, to be fair, unless it's to do with like your self-esteem or your confidence or anything like or medical. Then I don't think it's no point. It's just a waste of money. It's like people when they go and have like the lips done, just to make the lips look nice. Yeah, tough.
I think that's it. I think when we worked together, we worked in a place where there was a lot of younger girls that were having Botox and the lips filler in the lips and things like that. And don't get me wrong, once again, going back to the people can do what they want. I really don't care. But my opinion on it personally, say if it was my daughter or my partner, I wouldn't ever stop them having it done, but I wouldn't want them to have it done because
depends on the reason why they want it done. If it's just for them to make them look better and everybody else having it done, just following the craze and the fashion, then no, it's not happening. But if it's like for their own self-esteem, they're depressed. It's like when people have boob jobs, isn't it? Because they've got small boobs. The confidence has gone. They don't do it just to make them feel a bit better. And if they're depressed about it, then do it, but don't go just massive. You know what I mean? Just make them look normal. Don't go too big.
I think sometimes though, it becomes a bit of an obsession, and people start to do it more and more and more, and have extra things, and it's like almost like a drug. And they need it. They need it to make them feel like they are them. It's like people that don't go to the bin without putting the makeup on first. Don't go out and put something in the bin. And I think it's crazy. Obviously, it's what they need to do to make them feel right about going out into the world and doing whatever they're doing. So once again, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to sit here at home and go, oh, Kath at number 12. She keeps putting her makeup on. It's really pissing me off. I don't care. Makes no difference to me at all.
Doesn't affect you, does it?
But I think if I was like in a relationship and that person said, look, I want my boobs doing, it's my worst nightmare. I hate fake boobs. I cannot stand them. I think they're horrible. Although you can get them so they look fantastic, they're never the same. It's not right. But if they wanted them doing and it made them happy, that's what I'm about. I want them to be happy, and if they're happy, I'm happy. So it might make me like not quite as maybe attracted to them, and that's something that I have to deal with, not them. That it's my problem then, not their problem. So it's me that has to deal with that preconception of how I would feel about it. Whereas if they want it done, it's down to them. It's definitely down to them.
Would you have anything done?
No, I don't think. I think I'm perfect enough. No,
you're not me.
I think it's like I've put loads of weight on, and I mean loads. And I don't just mean from when I was running and I was 9.5 stone. I mean in the last. Sorry about that. In the last 12 months, that's the food that I've just eaten that's made me fat. You see, that's why I'm burping. But I've put loads of weight on. Like since we went to Belgium, for example.
Yeah,
I've put so much weight on, but there's a like we talked about in the last podcast, that's because of where my head's been at, and that's why I've put the weight on. But I would never want like liposuction or a tummy tuck or gastric band surgery or anything like that. I think if I want to lose weight, it's the onus is on me to get that done.
Yeah.
Now I've broke my back, and I've damaged my back in many places, and I could use that as an excuse and say, oh yeah, I'm not going to do it. But at the end of the day, I think that it needs to be me that goes out my way and put the effort in. If I want the results, it shouldn't be about a quick fix all the time.
Yeah.
I think people are too easy to go, right, I want it done now.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you've got the knowledge and the willpower if you want to do it.
Yeah, I've got to that point now where I need to go back out and start doing some running and stuff. But it does get, don't get me wrong, you get to a point though where you're almost past the point of no return, where you're so big that you're then damaging your knees because you're out running and things like that. So there is other ways around it. Like for me, dieting doesn't really work. It's not, I can eat less and not really lose much. But as soon as I start to exercise and do it properly, it'll just drop off me. So
exactly. It's like when I drink, if I start drinking now, say 2 pints a day, my weight, I just balloon, I just go massive. Because 2 litre 3 and 3 litre 4, and then I'll just be like I were like 25 years ago, like 16.5 stone, just a fat mess.
I can't imagine you at 16.5 stone.
No neck.
However, I'm a lot bigger than 16.5 stone now, a lot bigger.
Yeah. But
I think because I'm that little bit taller, and I've got relatively wide shoulders.
Yeah.
I sort of carry it well, although I'm not at the moment. I just look like a big fat mess at the moment. But I think if I lose So if I lost 2 stone, and I'm not going to say how much I weigh, but if I lost 2 stone, it'd still be classed as like fat as fuck. But I'd look all right. People will be like, "Well, you're not really that fat," but I know I am.
Yeah,
So,
but you're thick set anyway, aren't you? So you carry it well.
I've got all my running muscle as well, on top of the fat. So, and I know that's what everybody always says. Oh yeah, I've got fat, I've got muscle under here, but I actually have.
I'm big boned.
Yeah,
I hate
I've
that.
got strong. I've got big, strong legs. Do you know what I mean? And they're heavy as all. And there's not really an ounce of fat on my legs. It's all from my waist upwards. So, I've gone against what I said as well. I've trimmed my beard. It's still a finger length. 2 finger lengths last week. It's
Oh, you've
one
trimmed it?
Yeah, I like
Oh.
it. It's good. Feels nice. Still a finger length though. It's a lot longer than yours is.
Well, yeah, mine, I just look like a homeless hobo when I grow mine. I just trim mine.
Yeah, but that's because you don't shape it or do anything with it. You just let it grow into a big fuzz.
Yeah, that's it. I just can't be bothered. I'm surprised I've got
just-
one, to be fair.
You've got.
Just can't be bothered to do all weird.
You know what? We could be talking about penises here, honestly, because I've just said mine's bigger than yours, and then we're on about trimming it and making it all look nice.
Trimming it? Not been circumcised.
And then you were like, I don't even know if I've got one.
No, no point. No point having it.
Don't get used. No porn.
That's it.
Oh God. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's down to what the woman wants. If they want a designer vagina, or they want bigger boobs, or they want smaller boobs, it's up to them. I just won't be as keen on it.
No.
I just won't want it.
No.
But I would never stop.
I just don't like it just doing for vanity and for just a phase or a fad or what's going or anything that's going at the minute. Like I said, lip fillers, crazy at the minute. Oh, I'm about to have my lips done. No, you don't. They look all right. Fit round my knob. What more do you want?
Because my thinking was, I'm thinking about my daughters, saying they had like lip fillers or Botox or whatever, and I always think like it almost feels disrespectful to me and her mum, because it's sort of like we've made them to look that way and they're changing it. But I suppose if you look at it like that, then tattoos are the same.
Yeah.
Tattoos are sort of almost cosmetic surgery, just different way. They make you look different.
Yeah.
So I suppose I'm a bit hypocritical when it comes to
Yeah, you can't really say anything without that, can you? I can't either, to be fair, but
no.
never mind.
It's a funny one. Right, so that is it.
Oh, is that it?
We are through them all again. Yeah, it's gone. Last week went really fast. This week's gone really fast. So yeah, if you've got any really good questions, we are getting some brilliant ones through. But if you've got something that you know that is going to make us laugh, that we're going to have a good time talking about, please start to send them through. We are getting so many, we're getting overwhelmed with them, but a lot of them are very, very similar questions. Yeah. So if you can think of something a little bit different, as something that we can talk about, because obviously this is every week. We're filming this like once every other week at the moment. So we're having to get 6 questions at a time. So they go quite quickly. So as soon as you can think of something, send it in to matt@findersbeepers.co.uk or go on the website. And there is, if you go to the top left corner, I think it is, there's a drop down and you can see where you can put the question in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you can think of anything.
No, I think that's summed it up nicely again. Yeah, so, I mean, 3 questions go quick, don't they, really?
Yeah, they do. They really do. I think we're just getting more streamlined and maybe a bit better at it.
Getting the gist of it now. We know what we're on about. I'm quite cold now, sat here. Being quite chilly.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I've got shorts on as well. Yeah. Well, no surprise there, really. You know what? That's one thing. In the last however many weeks we've been off, I have only worn shorts. I've not worn jeans once or anything else at all. Just shorts.
No, I have. I've said that. I've got jeans on now.
I'm just taking advantage because I know when I'm back at work I can't wear them. I'll be wearing jeans again. But I put a pair of my jeans on the other day and oh my God, my jeans are skinny jeans. They were more like painted on jeans. I don't know how I got in them. So Anyway, we will leave that at that.
Yeah.
You have a fantastic rest of your weekend, or if you're watching this not on the weekend, then
Enjoy whatever
day it is. Yeah, exactly. And if you're enjoying a bit of porn after this, think of me and Andy.
Good luck.
Right, we're off. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
See you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon for all the latest updates.